smile on your face. So turn up your speakers like you're on your crispiest shoes. Welcome everyone, now let's find out what it do. What it do with Jabari Henry. Hip hop, video games, topics that turn on the brain. What it do with Jabari Henry.
What it do, y'all? Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to What It Do with Jabari Henry. This is your host. It's in the title. It's Jabari Henry. Today, we're returning to this 4-pillar thing you guys seemed to enjoy last time. But this time, instead of, anime characters, we're still in the animation realm. We're going to be doing cartoon villains, specifically TV show cartoon villains. So I say, hey, without further ado, I think we should get started. But actually, first, forgot to introduce the co-host.
Dang, bro, I forgot about the boys. It's crazy.
Listen. I'm only staring
he
at
gets
you guys.
one podcast, and he thinks he's the hot shit of the group, and he forgets the little people. Wow.
I might
you
go
know
back
what?
to that other
You know
guy.
what?
to be
Wow.
honest.
I quit.
Yeah,
Damn, go
then.
then.
Podcasting guy,
I
bro.
quit. You ain't getting my cartoon character villains, bro.
Alright, my bad, OG. All right, let's start. Let's do a roll call. Darius
Yes,
Martes,
sir. Yerzerski.
Andrew Hamilton.
How's
Hello.
everyone doing today?
Wow.
Beautiful day.
Convenient. You left me for last. Piece of shit. I fucking-
It's because you're the main event, Daniel.
yeah, fuck you.
Bars.
You say forgot about me, forgot about Darius, forgot about Andrew. You don't
Man,
care
that was
about
W
us.
Riz right there.
And this little pissy guy over here is Daniel Virgois.
Shut the fuck up. Don't say my full name. Don't say my government like that. The fuck?
Hey, feds.
No
You
comment.
said
Yeah,
my full
well,
government there, dog. You can't be dropping
You haven't
that
stopped
age.
me. You haven't stopped me in like 10 plus episodes.
Man said my
Say
full
that
ass
next.
government, dog.
So you want me to say your middle name
fuck
too?
This. Nah, fuck you. You don't even. Do you know my middle name?
Hold up, you should say social
Oh yeah,
too,
you know
when
my
get a
middle
pen.
name.
I do.
Danger.
It's
Danger.
Tigre.
But anywho, yeah, as I said, we're gonna be doing these cartoon villain Mount Rushmore 4 pillars kind of thing. Basically
Sucks.
we all name our 4 pillars, our personal ones, and then we put them all together at the end and make a definitive one. And it is definitive because this is the podcast for all this kind of stuff.
I'm gonna have
This
to
is the
fight
real
for
one.
my life on this because.
But we'll see. I guess without further ado, let's get started. Andrew, you want to take us out?
How's everyone doing? So,
I
first
feel
of all,
forgotten.
with this list of villains, I want to start it off with Disney villains are actually pretty fucked up. I was thinking, oh, you know what? Like, that's a good roster to pick from. They
They
are
used to
all
be.
horrible. They're true evil. But you know what?
I can't think of anyone
I'm gonna-
from like the TV shows that are like that bad. I'm interested.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah. So I was about to say a movie.
Uh-oh.
Tragic. That's,
Oh, tragic.
I do it. I do it.
Okay, well, if it's
Clap it
You
up for
know what?
Andrew.
then I have to say Dr. Doofenshmirtz. He is.
Okay, nice.
I generally don't count him as a villain, but bro, that man just fucking won everyone's hearts. I think I can say
Honorable
that with
mention.
complete certainty for being the most fantastic father after his upbringing, and all he wanted was to hang out with Perry the Platypus. You know, I mean, it's.
I mean, I don't know about just
And
hang out. You wanted to
man-
take over the tri-state
man-
area.
good
It's
for
like-
him. You know
That's
what?
like a
Fuck
city.
it, man. I mean, it went bad when he did succeed with that, but you know what? Fuck it. He had his own building in like a city related to like New York City.
It was a
Man
full
was kinda-
skyscraper.
Man was kind of loaded too, if you think about it. Why was he so rich? Did we ever go into? Anyway, my second villain is Fire Lord Ozai. This motherfucking abuser went after his own, scarred his son physically and mentally, and traumatized him without a second thought. And
I'm biting my tongue.
Bite your tongue. Okay.
wait, like against
know how-
We have,
Fire
a whole
Lord
we have a whole
Ozai?
discussion period.
Yeah, we
We'll
can
get
save
to
it
that.
for the discussion portion.
Okay.
We all know how
And
I feel
so-
about this.
Then I would have to say Eddie's brother from Edna and Eddie, which although he's
Oh,
in
that's
the
actually
movie,
nice
that's
shout.
a show.
That's a
that's
nice
a
shout.
good shout. Oh,
I think
Shout
all
out
of our
Ranger.
all of us at 10 years old saw like family abuse put on screen and we're like, oh.
No, it's
sat up
brotherly
a little-
love.
we
Your
were like,
brother ain't never bullied you
oh
like
god,
that?
wait, this shit kind of got. Ooh, I don't
Got
know.
dark.
He really showed just a side of family you wouldn't expect from Eddie, but it all just clicks and is a very sobering moment. And he genuinely
Makes
tied
sense
the
of why
whole
Eddie's the
series
way
together.
he is, honestly.
Absolutely fucking incredible way to tie a series to its end. And
Mhm.
last but not least is Mr. Krabs. This fucker is
Mr.
downright
Krabs.
evil. He is sinful to his core. He has no issues violating his daughter's privacy, sending SpongeBob to sneak over her birthday party. He is a malicious motherfucker that sold SpongeBob, I think, for 2 pennies to the King of Atlantis.
I believe so.
right?
Very true.
And I
Yeah.
mean, like, I remember he gives SpongeBob this special cup. SpongeBob returns it to its rightful owner and like buries him because the owner is dead. Mr. Krabs is
He
a
was
grave
number
robber.
one.
Yeah, and Mr. Krabs is a grave robbing, greedy slime that would do anything. He would initiate climate change for profit without a second
Oh,
doubt.
100%.
I love you taking this perspective of Mr. Krabs. I didn't even think about doing that.
I had a similar idea.
SpongeBob is truly a commentary on the late capitalism dystopia, and that's my
Clearly.
list.
I think I'm in vote for Mr. Krabs. I think
Yeah, I like that.
I think we gotta put up Mr. Krabs on that one.
Definitely. Terrence.
We'll see.
I think
we'll
he just-
see.
I
got
think
a
he just
full
goes
list.
straight through. He goes
We got
straight through.
we got like 4 more to go to
Alright.
for our rosters.
Let's run it, boys.
Jabbar,
All right,
do you
I
want to
think.
go?
Yeah. I'll run it next.
I'm
I'll
curious.
run it next.
I'm very curious to hear your picks, to be honest.
Facts.
Very curious.
Yeah, I feel
All
like
right,
you and
I'm
I
gonna-
have
I'm
similar
gonna-
tastes.
I'm gonna start off with something you guys are probably not gonna expect. Maybe from me,
I doubt it.
you probably expect, but we'll see. Stink Meaner from the Boondocks.
Oh, that is such a good one. And I didn't expect that because I wasn't even thinking about it. That's a good one. That is
Yes,
so
Stink
good.
Meaner from the Boondocks. We're talking about a man
Would can I
who,
ask
yeah.
why not Uncle Ruckus?
Now here's the thing, right? It was a fight
Yeah.
between the two. It was a fight between the two. But the thing
I
is,
think
Uncle
Ruckus
Ruckus
is
has
more
helped them out
iconic.
so many times
Yeah.
throughout the series.
Fair.
And Stink Meaner, he literally has an entire hate group called the Hateocracy. This
Yeah.
man is so
Bro.
sinful. The devil kicked him out of hell when he died. And then he went off. Then he went off to possess a good, upstanding citizen, Tom. And that wonderful, infamous episode
That is such a great episode.
of Uncle Ruckus. Again, it's like the villain coming together with the heroes to fight an even greater evil, which in this
Yeah.
case was a Stink Meter, and him having to exercise Stink Meter.
Read.
I think he's a very fun pick, and one a lot of people were gonna really expect. But we'll get to that when we get to that. I got more to get to. After that, Azula. Like, come on, Azula's
mentioned.
kind of goated. Azula's kind of great. Azula kind of made Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not even gonna lie, just how she is. Ozai is wonderful. Ozai is great, but we all have that bigger attachment to Azula than we would of Ozai. And shit, I think there's even better story to tell there. Daniel, I know what you're gonna say. Trust me, we're getting there. I know. But yeah, Stink Meter, Azula. After that, I have the Joker from the animated series, the Batman animated series, and so on and so forth. Meaning, the movies, even Batman Beyond. I think even like outside of him being like, just a straight DC character, straight comic book character,
Yeah.
I think
comic
he's
books.
a fantastic character within that series. And just the diabolical stuff. This is coming from a movie, but it's the same Joker. I don't know if you guys ever seen what's it called, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, the movie.
Who hasn't? That movie's goated.
Yeah.
I have
Oh
clue
my
if I've
God.
watched it, to be
All
honest.
right,
If you
there.
haven't, do yourself the favor. That movie's
Yeah, do
good.
yourself the favor. It has one of the most like diabolical like scenes I've seen. Like I've seen
Yeah.
when I was younger. That whole scene with Robin, and like
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
the pure
I think I've
torture
seen
you
that
put
part.
that poor kid through.
Everyone knows that
Dick
story,
Drake.
yeah. But
That one's
Wait, what did I
that
say?
one's insane.
That was Tim Drake. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Tim Drake. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so that's a big one for me. And the last one, just so we can get through, I just want to know if this counts for you guys. I just want to know.
Mhm.
I have Team Rocket
I have Team Rocket.
Nice.
in one,
Wow.
in
I
one
have
slot.
Team Rocket.
In
I have
one
Team
slot.
Rocket.
Rocket.
I wasn't
I was
expecting
also
you with the
prepared.
shout out from Pokemon though, Jabari. That's crazy.
I know.
I mean,
have
what's it
Team-
called? I grew up with the show.
The hater
I wasn't
himself.
enjoying the games, but I grew up with the show.
I have
Okay.
Team Rocket,
Wow.
and if we weren't going to allow it, I put Meowth.
I think Team Rocket's way too iconic, and they're
Yeah.
hilarious. I love
Yeah,
them.
no.
I think,
Nah, they're goated. They're good.
yeah, they're goated. They're goated. They had to be on here.
My
And-
my list right now, as in
Mhm.
Final Four, I want Mr. Krabs and Team Rocket so far.
We'll see. But honorable mention, because it was between Team Rocket and this character, Plankton. Which you said Mr. Krabs, but like I'm like Plankton's kind of the villain of SpongeBob. And he's also a meme
Yeah.
god as well. So like
he's so funny.
he is. I
Really
figured
eating
he'd just
light
be
sandwiches.
the right pick. But yeah, those are my four. I guess Darius, you want to go? I'm curious about yours.
Oh, okay. Yes, I shall.
Mm-hmm.
I think my first one is pretty obvious coming from me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was having a very large struggling process trying to pick
Oh, I know
between
who
two
it is.
characters from this show.
Uh-huh.
Because, South Park has a lot of villains in that show.
I didn't even think about South Park.
I thought of
And-
South Park. There is an answer here.
The two characters I'm battling between were Randy and Cartman. Because
Yeah.
there's nobody worse than those two, right? Like,
No,
I would
yeah.
have put Dan- I would have
If
put
you've
up,
watched the show
Al
recently,
Gore.
if you've watched the show recently and you see how they approach COVID, Randy went to China, commits warning bestiality,
Oh my god.
and because he has sex with a pangolin, he creates COVID and gives everybody in the world
A
COVID.
fucking
Oh my
South
God.
Park. If that's not a South Park
That's
thing. I don't know
hilarious.
what is.
It's very South.
And that sounds bad, right? What could Cartman do that could be so comparable to that?
Worse than COVID?
Everything in the whole series.
Cartman befriends Cthulhu and goes on a rampage terrorizing the planet.
I don't know. Between these two, like
Yeah, that's
when you first
actually
mentioned
pretty
these
bad.
two, like Cartman, I'm like it's got to be Cartman.
To be honest, guys, if you had just said South Park, I would qualify that as a villain.
Just in and of itself, because it is
The-
a very
that
terrible
whole
show.
Everybody there is a fucking villain in their own right.
But
Everyone's a
you
freaking
know I
asshole.
had to go with
That's
Cartman.
Exactly.
Cartman just has
Mhm.
Cartman's done even more a plethora of terrible things besides that.
God, I haven't watched
Mhm.
South Park in a minute.
For my second one, I had to choose Aku from
Nice,
Samurai
nice.
Jack.
I was hoping.
I thought you
Just-
were gonna put a Jabari.
I
Very
was, and
strong,
then I'm like,
very
Darius is gonna pick
consistent.
it.
You already do is crazy. My third one, because I know we were having our discussions about comic book characters, I chose
Mhm.
Cad Bane from Star Wars: The Clone
Nice.
Wars,
Nice.
and I
Oh.
didn't really think about where he was represented first. I don't think it was in the Clone Wars, but his appearance is just amazing, stellar.
I
One of
thought
the
you were
best
gonna
villains
say
in that one.
A specific person, but okay.
You said what?
I thought you were gonna say someone else, but go ahead. Keep going.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
other good ones, but like he's definitely the most badass. And for my last one, I chose Grandfather from Codename Kids Next Door.
Wow,
Yeah.
dude, I was expecting you to say the Lich.
Wow.
I'm not even gonna lie.
See, I was gonna
Oh.
choose.
I was
the Lich,
expecting Slade.
Me too.
the
I
Lich.
was expecting
I felt like
Slade.
the Lich would be too easy, and I thought one of you guys were gonna pick Slade. So
Yeah,
I
me,
just
same here. I thought someone else was gonna pick Slade.
So I didn't even
I did
say
not put
Slade.
Slade.
Wow. Sorry,
Let's put
Slade.
Slade as an honorable as an honorable pick in there.
Very big.
We
honorable
could,
mention.
but then when you look at the show and like you
Mhm.
see how Trigun is like propose as like the mainline villain,
I
you
would
kind
say
of just
Brainiac is the best villain, though.
in Teen Titans. I mean, like in the show,
Yeah.
and like
I feel like he had the most satisfying.
I don't know what
defeat.
sticks to me. what
Slade
sticks to
kind of
me
just
with
rode his
Slade-
coattails for the victory, or to try to achieve victory. And at that point, you're just like you're not even your own villain. At that point, you're
That's true.
Mhm.
you're one of the
What sticks with me
henchmen.
with Slade though is like the fact that freaking just that one episode with
I feel like
Robin
everybody sucks.
cannot let go of Slade. Slade just traumatized
That
this man
shit was so crazy.
to the beyond. But they spent an entire episode of him just seeing things and beating his own self up. Because he's like, Slade's not done. Slade's not done. He's used to this man just coming back.
Definitely tough.
Slade.
But either or, good picks. Good picks. Good picks. Danny.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'm just gonna start with this one because we all know that the best villain in Avatar is Zahir, hands down. He's genuinely
And
the
I already
most
knew
evil.
that was gonna be there.
He was
Mhm.
genuinely the most evil person in that whole fucking franchise. You cannot convince me. I will die on this hill. Fuck the both of you.
Damn.
Jesus Christ! Like, calm down.
I will die on this hill.
You might.
So
We'll
I'm
see.
between I'm between two people. I'm
Mhm.
bringing in The Simpsons on this because we got to put in the one of the best adult cartoons to ever exist.
I expected.
I'm between two. I'm between Sideshow Bob and Mr. Burns.
Okay, I expect you to pick one of these two.
I think I'm gonna go with Sideshow Bob because I mean Mr. Burns is a dick, but Sideshow Bob genuinely tries to go for murder, and I'm
Mhm.
sticking with the whole chaotic evil theme. So I'm gonna go with Sideshow Bob. You already mentioned Team Rocket, so I'm not gonna mention Team Rocket, even though they are one of my backup picks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at two. Oh, I have Wile E. Coyote from the Looney Tunes.
Nice.
Okay, dude, I'd just be
sure
feeling
that-
bad for that man eventually. I'm not even gonna
No,
lie.
no. Here's the thing. But here's the thing. He is a villain, and I think out of all the Looney Tune characters, he's probably one of the best villains because he's the everyone's favorite villain because everybody loves him. But
Yeah.
I went with him, and then my last villain, I like the Plankton. I like Mr. Krabs, but we all know that the worst villain in SpongeBob,
He's
by
always Bubble
far,
Bass.
no, is
Tattletale Strangler.
Doodle Bob.
Oh,
yeah. Went on a tear like Sukuna.
Doodle Bob is chaotic evil incarnate, and I will die on this hill because he was about to go on a murder spree with that fucking pencil throughout all of Bikini Bottom. He
really
was gonna Mihoy all over all you Minoys, bro.
Yoink me yoink.
Honorable mentions. I do have Doofenshmirtz as an honorable mention. I have Father. I have Mr. Crocker. I have Bluto from Popeye.
Yeah,
I
I
have-
have Mr. Crocker.
I have Dark Danny Phantom from that one movie of like that one special,
Yeah.
which is really good.
Mhm.
I have Chad Dixon from Kid Named Co Next Door, number 274. He's the one that grows up and becomes a teenager and betrays them because I thought
Yeah.
there would be no better villain than someone that turns to the other side. You don't know who I'm talking about, do you, Javari?
Not completely.
I see you thinking.
Because I wasn't like I watched Codename Kids Next Door, but it was like basically like just when it was on. You know,
Oh,
there was
dude,
nothing
I
like.
went back and watched the whole thing through high school.
Oh
No,
wow.
I did not at all.
Hold on, I'll show you a pic.
No, I'll look him up. I'll look him up. You continue.
Hold on, I have it right here.
Shock no Mojo Jojo.
He was also on
That's
my
because
list.
the Powerpuff Girls are worse than him. What do you mean?
Wow. I had him as an honorable mention, to be honest.
You know who else had it as an
Oh.
Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah, because he turns.
You know who I had as an honorable
teenager.
mention?
Yeah, he's in
Like one of them? I had freaking Tom from Tom and Jerry.
What?
I would put Jerry.
Mhm.
I would put
Fair.
Jerry. I feel like Jerry's more of a
Yeah,
malicious.
but I feel like
Well, yeah,
growing up, we were all
technically.
rooting for Jerry for the most part.
Yeah, because he just wants his cheese. That's what you think.
Exactly.
But I think those are. I'm gonna stick with my four. I also was gonna say Giovanni, but Giovanni doesn't really make.
Doesn't make
a
waves
big
like
Giovanni
that.
from?
Pokemon,
From, yeah.
Okay.
like the leader of Team Rocket. But
Yeah. Just so the audience
You-
knows all that.
Yeah, but Giovanni's more of a villain in the games, anyways. Shout out to Butch and Cassidy for any of those who actually watched Pokemon growing up.
Hmm.
Yeah, Pokemon is sick. Yeah, I love Pokemon.
Yeah,
Shit's gas.
Do you remember who Butch and Cassidy were? Was it Cassidy? I don't think it was.
Come on,
Cassidy.
dude. It's Butch and Cassidy. How could I forget? What do you mean? We all love Butch and Cassidy. Like, for sure. They're
Yeah,
slowly coming
yeah.
back into my mind.
Are they really?
I think.
Oh, okay. I know their faces a lot
yeah,
better.
sure.
I do not remember them
no.
at all.
See,
Those were
fake
new
fans. Fake
Those
fans
were
all
new
around.
gen
See, Jabari
Pokemon
first forgets.
too. I was like, whoa.
Look, Jabari forgets about us. He doesn't remember about Butch and Cassidy. Fake fan.
Dog,
That's
Butch
crazy.
and Cassidy. I think the last time I heard about them was when I was probably watching like Pokemon all them years ago.
Fake fan. Fake fan.
But
Now, if you
either or,
excuse me, I'm gonna go grab my Mimikyu, my Mimikyu pillow. Okay.
I had Zim written down as honorable mention. I had
So- yeah.
Antipops from regular show as well. I
Oh,
don't know if any of you guys
cute.
finished the final season. I haven't finished it
I
yet.
did, I did.
but I had
I
Antipops
was
on
also gonna put down Mandy from Grim Adventures from Billy and Mandy,
She's not.
but she's not a
No.
villain.
She
but
really doesn't go out of her
there.
way.
She was
to,
evil, but she wasn't a villain.
Yeah.
She was like
Mhm.
neutral, and then there
She really was.
there isn't like a really good villain in that show. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, no.
I love us talking about our honorable mentions, but we're gonna have to get into the actual
so
discussion.
so who we put in a Doodle Bob
Wait,
or
before,
Mr. Krabs?
Before anything, I think we need to run down our list real quick.
Yeah.
Andrew,
Okay.
you go first.
Okay. So my list is Firelord Ozai,
Mhm.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz, Eddie's brother, and Mr. Krabs.
I forgot
Nice,
about Eddie's
nice,
brother
nice.
already.
Shout
Right?
out. Me,
Jabari.
it was Stinkmeaner, the Joker, Team Rocket, and Azula.
All right.
Really
Mine
good.
were Cartman, Aku, Cad Bane, and Grandfather.
Aku. And then I got Wile E. Coyote, Doodle Bob, Sideshow Bob, and Zahir. All right.
I think
Let's
straight
do
out the
this.
gate, I'm be honest with you. Straight out the gate, I think Cartman needs to be on here.
Cartman is
Oh my
so
gosh.
bad.
No, straight out the gate. No, we're having this fight right now.
Cartman
Best
is
villain-
horrible.
No,
Dog.
fuck you. We're having this fight right now. Best villain in Avatar. Go.
Best villain
Zahir.
in Avatar.
It's gotta
Zahir.
be Zahir.
It is Zahir.
Yeah.
I mean, I
That's
like
a
Azula though. I
motherfucker
like the Azula
is-
pick.
Azula is the best villain.
I'd rather
in
take
the last
I'd rather
Airbender.
take Azula because I know a girl's not getting on here because I think she might be. She ain't the only one, right? 'Cause,
She's-
we have
no, she's
Jesse,
fantastic.
but
Doodle
she's
Bob
sharing
is
a pick.
is gender neutral. Shut up.
Mhm.
She's fantastic, and like her way to be a mirror for Zuko and just like true greed and like lust for power incarnate is great. But Zahir is a horrible human being.
Mhm.
He is.
Horrible.
He's literally.
human, evil, and what he does to Korra is unfathomable.
I think.
Mhm.
I think Zahir not only it makes or makes the whole fucking series in terms of villains, but Legend of Korra has the best villains, better villains overall than the Last Airbender, and to be top of that, I think Zahir is definitely the
man.
best villain out of them. I think
Yeah.
Azula makes. I think Azula makes Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I think if I'm gonna rank them, she comes second to Zahir. Easy.
One thing I like to shout, at least for Azula, she's one of the first times I've seen like because we always seen a character like, oh, I have daddy issues. My daddy hates me. My daddy used to
She
beat
has
me up.
mommy issues.
She had mommy issues, and we saw how that looked.
That was crazy.
Mommy issues sends you off the damn rocker.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end where she like finally breaks down. You see her hair's unkept and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that.
that
She's like,
shit was
damn, I
lit.
really gotta do this Agni Kai with this freaking
Dude.
inferior, my inferior brother.
Dude,
It is
Dude.
weird girlfriend, not girlfriend.
For real.
dude. Zahir was so fucking scary. They said, "Hey, yo, don't let her get his hands on the Avatar because he'll fuck shit up." And on top of that, he gave the Avatar had to deal with him for 2 seasons because he was so bad. He gave
Give her PTSD.
He gave her the worst case of PTSD I've ever seen in a person because I've never met anybody with PTSD before.
So that'll do it.
That's
So
crazy.
Zahir is like on like path to be like a war criminal, 100%.
Oh, 100%. If they didn't take him
Zahir-
down, like everyone
Yeah.
was definitely gonna.
Everyone's
Everyone
gonna
was
fight.
licking toast.
You could
I don't
definitely
care if
say
he gets
Azula is a
on
war
on
criminal.
the podium or not. I'm just saying Zahir's the best villain in the Avatar franchise.
Yeah,
Period.
for sure.
Cool.
But
I'm
yeah,
satisfied.
so okay, we've had that discussion.
satisfied.
Now, I think Cartman should be the first pick.
I definitely think so too.
Opposed to
I
who?
think Cartman should definitely
Opposed
be
to
the
anyone
first.
else who wants to step up to him,
To be
because
number
Cartman
one?
will do whatever it takes
the
to get on
very
this
first
list.
on this pillar. I think Cartman is very well deserved.
I think so too. Like 20
I
years of being just the worst little shit in the. What he
There's-
does when they play Dungeons and Dragons, or I mean World of Warcraft, and he's like, "Oh, I'm constipated." He makes his mom run downstairs to the basement and get the shit bucket, and he shits all over
all
her,
over her.
and then just pulls his pants back up. Is crazy.
No,
That
okay,
is
I can't argue
wrong.
that. I can't argue that.
That is
Cartman
so
I can't
has to
wrong.
be
argue
the
that.
first.
There's
Yeah.
there's an episode where he accidentally gets HIV and like Kyle starts laughing at him because it's exactly what he deserves. So Cartman, being the asshole he is, gets so mad he goes into Kyle's room while he's sleeping and gives him HIV. Like, isn't
What
that
the
crazy?
fuck?
He sexually assaulted Butters in his sleep.
Oh my
Like,
god. Oh
He's a
my
monster.
fucking God.
I can't top
Is-
that. I can't.
Is there any
I
like
can't-
actual discussion about this? Like,
No,
is anyone gonna
Put him on.
gonna fight against
But,
this?
but I don't think it's fair though, because South Park is so unhinged
Hey,
that any
I
that's
mean-
actually evil. I would scrap Cartman and just put the whole show up there. Like
Shit.
that show is so
yeah,
fucking
there's
unhinged,
just all the characters do fucked up shit.
All the characters, but I think Cartman is a very
He's
much on a
definitely the
pedestal.
yeah,
worst.
put Cartman
It's-
up there.
He's
man.
literally, I feel like he's written as the worst person in the show. I think that's
No, on
clearly their
purpose, for
intention.
sure.
It's
On
Cartman.
purpose, for
Everybody hates him, yet he's still kept around.
Yeah,
Oh,
are we in
God.
agreement? Cartman, just
Yeah.
first.
I say
Okay.
yes.
Sorry,
Oh, yeah,
I
I'm not-
already
I'm not-
know you want him. I want him.
I'm not gonna
There's
argue.
no arguments for it.
I'm not gonna argue. I would. The only argument I would make is say fuck Cartman, put the whole fucking show up there.
Mm. No, Cartman's a special case. Cartman's a very special case.
He's pure evil.
Pure evil incarnate. Okay, so moving on from Cartman. Anyone else want to bring a character they
I
Square
want
needs to be on
Doodle
there.
Bob. I
I'm-
want Doodle Bob.
Alright, if this is the battle of the kind of childish cartoons, I'm putting up Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
No, he's too nice.
He-
He's too nice.
No,
he's not a
I'll
villain.
take.
He-
I'll take.
I
Doofenshmirtz.
mean, he definitely
Doodle
he
Bob?
causes all the conflict of the show.
No,
So-
he doesn't.
But,
He
like-
I'm not putting
doesn't.
Candace up here. No one give a fuck about that bitch.
Dog,
Besides
I
Jeremy,
would
the
rather
best
put
boyfriend
Candace
ever.
than Doofenshmirtz. Candace
You're-
actually tries to ruin the show.
She's
nah,
so
fuck
funny.
that. Candace
No,
is
Dr.
worse.
But nah,
Doofenshmirtz is-
because
the
the one
worst person
time,
than Doofenshmirtz.
the one time
Uh-huh.
she actually gets her way, she goes and saves her brothers from the prison. Like she put them
I
in
mean,
there.
like,
She's
let's
like,
really-
great.
no,
and then
actually,
she felt
no.
bad and broke them
No,
out.
no, no.
Like,
Let's think about this. Let's think about this real quick. The one time she gets her brothers. Let's talk about the real villain of the show.
It's Candace.
The one time she gets them,
Oh no,
Right?
it's the mom.
the mom puts them in a damn concentration camp.
That's so true.
And
How did I
without,
forget?
and because of that, Doofenshmirtz actually does something. So you know what? Doofenshmirtz out of the race. Out of the race.
No way.
The
No.
mom is the worst mom in the whole fucking
And
world.
that
bro.
was so out of character for her. She like I remember seeing that. I was like, oh, she's actually
Was it a dream?
mad?
It was a dream, right?
No,
It
they needed time
was-
travel. I
no,
swear
it
they
was
needed
probably
time
a
travel
dream.
to
I think
undo
it was
that
a
shit.
dream.
I don't remember. It's been
I
so
don't
long since I've seen that episode.
I think it ended
I
up
don't
being
remember.
a dream.
All I remember
yeah.
is that whole family's fucked. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, they are
think
not.
the
They are a
dad-
very
did the dad
nice
care?
family.
The dad's okay, but like
Hey,
the mom
no.
specifically.
My mom.
We saw her
fucked
true
up,
colors
bro.
that day. We saw her true colors that day.
We saw the snap.
hmm
I'm surprised.
Dr.
I'm surprised no one
Doofenshmirtz.
put Frieza. By the way,
That is
Because
Frieza's-
an anime.
That's anime.
That's an
Thank you
anime.
very much.
That is anime.
Listen, anime and cartoons are two completely different things.
That's so true. I had a
Anime's
fucking
not a
brain.
cartoon. You gotta understand
Listen,
this.
shut the
Daniel.
fuck up. I get my mistake. I had a moment. I forgot my brain for a second. Suck my dick.
Honestly, Andrew, I'm surprised you didn't put Omni-Man. That's what I'm surprised about.
Oh, I guess that is a cartoon.
I haven't
I
seen
mean-
season 2, so don't spoil.
He's fine. What's 17 more years? You know, that shit's funny. But Dr. Doofenshmirtz is the type of villain that, like, you learn to love. And I
Yeah,
think out of
but-
any villain ever, like, I love him so dearly.
I think he's like, this is the same reason why I didn't put down Plankton, because like they're bad, like they're the actual, like they're supposed to be the villain, but like there are moments or episodes where like you want to root for them, or they're actually not doing anything wrong, or they actually need help from the main cast, and I'm like,
They have redeemable qualities.
exactly.
I guess
Exactly.
so.
I want
you know what?
I want the
Because
worst of the
Doofenshmirtz-
worst.
The movie,
I want the worst of the worst. Amy.
Phineas and Ferb is if Doofenshmirtz beat Perry the Platypus, and he takes over the world and fucking ruins it. So I mean, you know, he's evil enough.
No,
But I feel like he ruined it on accident. Like he didn't like
Yeah.
try to ruin it.
Like,
Like, he's
I feel like he only
clearly
does what he
incompetent.
does. He only does what he does to get attention from somebody, and that's it.
Yeah,
And you know what? He's the biggest sweetheart ever. So,
I wouldn't put him on here. I'll be honest. I wouldn't.
Honorable
my
mention.
boy, my boy,
Yeah.
Definitely,
same
definitely honorable mention. Definitely honorable mention.
slipping through my fingers.
One person I definitely
all
think.
the time.
One person I think needs to be on here, like just off riff. I think Joker, and again specifically this
Batman.
version. We're not including every other thing he's done in the world. I think Joker from the animated series is a perfect villain for this thing. He is.
I demand a SpongeBob character.
You don't get to demand shit on my podcast.
Damn. Since I
He's
guess
already
I
treating
was,
us like shit just because he thinks he's a big shot.
I guess since I was the only person with like another comic book character with Cad Bane,
Mhm.
like yeah, Cad Bane is bad, but like Joker has way more story
Can I say-
overall
Yeah.
about doing evil stuff. So like he kind of takes
let's
that
really
cake.
let's really talk about how again the Joker kidnapped Robin, and then
Can I-
basically did like electroshock therapy to basically turn him into like his fake little son.
That shit was so sad.
hmm
That made me
Turn
feel
into his
things
fake
in a
little
very
son.
bad way.
And then in the process, ruining this kid's entire life. And then after that, after he dies, he makes sure to have a failsafe to turn the same
son.
Robin he kidnapped into himself for when he
Yeah.
dies later on.
Man, true.
So
yeah.
he's still going
Fucking
around
ass.
terrorizing people.
Spoilers.
Spoilers,
Deep
watch
cuts,
the movie.
though.
It's so freaking good.
Deep
Watch
Watch the
cuts.
movie.
Can I just say my opinions on comic book characters on this, because this is the main reason why I didn't put any on my list.
Please, please.
Like, yes, I know we're talking about their cartoon show rendition, but I mean, the IP, the intellectual property already existed before the show, so they had a lot of basis to go off of.
Okay.
I
This is
don't
still
know.
this
I feel
exact
like-
version though.
Yeah, but I still feel like we're copping out because like we know that the
I
Joker
don't think it's a
is.
cop out.
I think it's a cop out.
I don't think it's a
Guard
cop
gets what
out.
I'm saying.
Just because like
they're
No, I see what
the-
you're
it
saying.
already exists.
they definitely took the original comic book property and then whatever the word is represented it as a movie. So
And I mean, they put their own spin on it though, because you know,
I
Joker
mean,
didn't
they-
do that to Jason Todd, but
He didn't
like
do it.
this when he did it to Tim.
No, he fucked Jason Todd up with a fucking crowbar, blew his ass up, and then put him in the. And then they got Jason Todd into the Lazarus pit to make him the Dark Hood, or to make him Red Hood. Like
Yeah,
my
that's a
point
totally
is-
different story.
Pretty sure it's a
But my
different
point-
movie.
That is also.
But that's a
different
comic
movie.
book first, is what I'm saying.
I feel
No,
like
but what
they're-
I'm trying to
they're
say,
they-
let's go. The animated series, from at least most of my knowledge, I've seen the series. A lot. Let's go. They do like take some from the comics, but a lot of it was very original. Harley Quinn is originally from that. So like,
Yeah.
mhm.
I would have
Well,
put Harley Quinn first.
I would definitely not put Harley Quinn.
what I'd say is I would save Joker, and if we feel like we can fill out the pillars without Joker, that we leave it out just for the sake of no outside representation,
For purity's sake.
for purity's sake.
I
But
guess
if
the same
not-
thing with Cad Bane then.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Joker would beat
Yeah.
Cad. Even in that discussion, Joker beats Cad Bane. Like,
Oh,
Cad
100%.
Bane has
I
like
had to
also
Google
done kidnapping and stuff, and like kidnapped a bunch of senators. Found a way to find younglings so that he can execute all the younglings that he finds on the Omnicron. But like, he never really got to accomplish any of that. He was still
I had to
evil.
Google
He
his
just,
ass, dog.
if he accomplished it, then it would be up for discussion. But like, for the most part, he was just the best hitman in air quotes because Jango Fett and Boba Fett exist. So Joker would win. So we could save that for like if we really need it for it.
He's our backup.
Okay, well, beyond that, Daniel.
Alright,
if it's
alright.
between if we're completely sticking to the pillars that we set and everything like that, I'm taking Krabs.
I want fucking Doodle Bob on here.
I'm taking Krabs.
I want fucking
Because
that's
that
the best.
Andrew's description is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean that man is genuinely
I will
does not
concede.
deserve what he has. Let's be
I will
real.
concede because I'm not gonna lie.
I take
Andrew,
Krabs over.
Andrew, your fucking description of Mr. Krabs
Yeah, I mean,
is so
like,
fucking funny. This man felt so fucking old and and like decrepit that to feel young he had to go and steal some lady's panties,
Yeah, what the fuck?
and it
is
turns
that?
out to be his mom.
Big
Ew,
L, bro.
like-
That's the biggest L
Yeah.
of life. That's the L of death.
What
bro.
kind of
That's
poetic
crazy.
is L, bro?
Look, like dog. I think Doodle Bob is the worst character, but the way that Andrew just makes it so funny. Yeah.
I know
I'll
Krabs a
put-
piece of shit. Krabs is definitely a
Yeah,
piece of
Krabs
shit.
is a piece of shit.
But I think if it was between the SpongeBob characters, I'd choose Krabs.
Who was the third? Who was the third?
Plankton. I think
Nah,
it was
fuck that.
Plankton.
Nah,
right?
Krabs in. Krabs is the real enemy.
Yeah, Plankton
but
just doesn't
yeah,
achieve
so-
anything.
Mm-hmm.
So can we?
Uh-huh.
Are we gonna put a lifetime character, like a legacy character, up in this bitch? Cause
I don't want to put Wile E. Coyote. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna-
honestly, I
I'll
don't
put-
either.
How about Taz the Tasmanian
I
Devil,
don't. I
motherfucker?
don't want to either.
Eh.
What about Taz the
Especially
Tasmanian
for
Devil?
the fact that like I just feel bad for him more than half the time. I'm just like,
Yeah,
damn,
it's
this
his
guy's.
fault for not making sure his shit is like foolproof. He doesn't check for faults and anything.
Bro, it's
Yeah, he's
Acme
a
as
fucking
hell.
idiot.
I don't even know Acme products for that specific reason.
Again, I take freaking Tom over let's go over him.
Who the fuck was Tom again?
Tom and Jerry.
the cat.
Oh, I'd put Jerry before Tom.
I take Tom over him.
I'd put
honestly.
Jerry over Tom. I'd put Jerry over Tom.
But yeah, I just for me, I wouldn't
All right,
want
fine,
him.
fine. Then, dog, you gotta put in Team Rocket. If that's not a legacy character, then I don't know what is. And Jabbar, this is one of your
Thing
picks.
is,
I
thing
mean-
is, I'm so down with Team Rocket.
I'm so fucking down with Team Rocket, dog.
But like, I feel like they don't accomplish anything. Like
Who gives a shit?
like they're
don't-
villains.
none
of
They're
these villains
villains, yeah,
accomplish
but
much.
most of it is just comedic relief and then no success.
But here's
You're
my big
saying-
thing. Here's my big thing. Right? We're talking about TV cartoon villains, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these guys are
been
comic relief.
foiled.
Look at Doofenshmirtz. You know,
yeah, dog.
he's most definitely.
he's not
comic relief
making
kind
it.
of character,
Bro,
He's not
Mr.
making it
Krabs
on.
is comic relief.
I mean,
too, dog.
Mr. Krabs is comic relief, and he doesn't come off as a villain, but he really is a villain.
Exactly.
The,
so
the
that's why
only
he's on
other
the list.
person on this list is Cartman, and we all know how he is, and we all know how Joker is.
And you know what? And guess what?
And once
He
we get to
also
him, we
brings
know how
comic
Stink Meter
relief.
is.
And yeah, we know
Dog.
how Stink Meter is. So like,
Guys,
It-
guys,
because we can, are we gonna have Team Rocket
Isn't
and
it issue
Stink
to have
Meter on
one
here?
person that represents comic relief on here?
I mean,
Does,
it
does everyone have to
depends.
be like the big bad? Like, if you want to do that, Aku gets on here instantly.
Because it's Aku.
Aku.
Like Aku beats both Team Rocket, and he
guys,
definitely
guys,
beats Stink
but I mean,
Meter.
look at how,
Just
some of the lists, though.
You said what?
Look at all of our lists. There's some like fucking comic relief in all our characters. Fucking, if we put in Mojo Jojo, he's comic relief. If we put in Mr. Crocker, he's comic relief. If we
But
put in Wile E.
not-
Coyote, he's comic relief.
none of them
If we
beat
put in
Aku.
Sideshow Bob, he's comic
He
relief.
doesn't
Is
beat
the
Aku.
hero comic relief?
Okay, so here's one of the few cases that he's not. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he cracked a joke somewhere in there. You know what? Because you know what? Azula's made a joke. I'm 100% sure she's. at
Azula's
least
snarky
attempted
as
it.
hell. Of course, she's made a joke.
I love
She's,
it.
Exactly.
she's
And I will
overconfident.
say,
Hold on. I'm not done. Give me some. Stink Meter's comic fucking relief, bro. The whole of South Park is comic fucking
but
relief.
the
That
difference,
fucking argument does not stand with
the
me, so you
difference
can kiss my
between
ass.
South Park,
Daniel, calm down. Let him
the
talk.
difference between the South Park comedic relief and the Team Rocket comedic relief is that Team Rocket is clearly for children, and their comedic relief is the same anime stagger pauses, everybody flipping everywhere, doing whatever.
For real.
The comedy
Mr.
from
Krabs,
the
bro.
comedy from South Park isn't comedy. There's literally an episode where Cartman paints a cow red and makes all the Jewish people think that the rapture is about to happen. That's
Oh my God.
not funny. But watching the
I'm
episode
laughing.
is
It's dark
hilarious.
humor, dog.
But-
It's dark
But
humor.
I wouldn't
It's
put it.
different.
I wouldn't put it
Relief.
under the same umbrella as comedic relief, because all the other characters that you listed, their levels of comedic relief isn't dark. It's
But big
light
Big
comedic
dog,
relief.
If it's still funny and it makes you laugh, then
It's
it's still
light
comedic relief.
comedic relief.
Just because of
Still
the type
comedic
of humor it is.
'Cause-
If it's lighthearted
even
for
you
for
could try to
family,
make
or if it's dark for the
debate
adults,
of
it's still
Aku
comic
being
relief.
Darius,
darker
Darius,
comic
Darius.
relief. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, you're
I was gonna
listening
say,
to me?
let Daniel
You can
talk.
make- oh,
You've said your
oh,
piece. Let Daniel
oh.
go through real quick, and
I was
then
gonna say, I'm saying, regardless of the level, it's still comic relief, dog.
Because you
because
could then,
it-
okay
the-
then, but I see
Well,
what
'cause,
you're
like, 'cause
saying
look,
now,
Because look,
I see what you're
because-
let him
saying
talk.
now.
Let him talk.
and
Because
you
like
can-
if we all put if that's the level that we're stooping to, then Cartman gets off the list, and then we put fucking family friendly shit in, or we don't put any family friendly shit in, and we just put Cartman, Stink Meter, Sideshow Bob, and we put the fucking chicken from Family Guy. Like the fuck,
Oh, fucking
we
God.
can't.
Family Guy.
I'm just saying it's they're one and ones. Like you don't put
Mhm.
You
Cartman in the same discussion as those characters. You can
We have to because
you
they're
can
both
try to
cartoons.
say Cartman or Aku because you know Aku is evil, but even his
Aku's an
comedic
actual
relief
villain.
is still light comedic relief. Even though what he does is terrible, like in the future after he sends Jack into the future and like it's just been like
But Big
100
Dog,
years of
Big
pure
Dog.
evil. It's still light
Let
comedic
Darius finish his
relief.
point.
Yeah.
There, you can make a distinction between the two on the pillars. It doesn't have to be
Okay.
just comedic
Then-
relief in general on the pillars.
Then where's the distinction between where South Park becomes a serious show and when South Park is not an actual based on fucking comedy? Because
I'm making the difference between dark and light comedy. I'm making the difference between dark and light comedy. That is what I'm doing.
but it's still fucking comedy. There's,
I also think both these. I also think both kind of need some type of
They
representation.
both need representation.
We're talking about cartoons in general.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
We're not
But
specifically
my
talking
point-
about adult cartoons, like Daniel said. If that's the case, we're talking. We're just. It's just gonna be freaking
We're gonna say fuck
Cartman,
everybody else.
Stink Meaner, fucking. Who else was it?
Sideshow
Omni
Bob.
Man or some shit. You know.
Sideshow Bob and the chicken from fucking Family Guy. Like,
I think there should be. It doesn't have to be all of it. I think we should have a spot where, like, yeah, you know, this is 100% a childhood pick. You know,
Yeah,
this is
100%.
someone that kind of does represent our childhood. Doesn't necessarily they have to do they have to be like the bane of like of our existence. Like fucking.
Can I
shit,
just
no
say-
one mentioned Skeletor. You know, Skeletor is funny as hell.
he was on my list too. Can I just say, no one put the fucking swiper no swiping, dog.
Swiper,
Dora's villain is not.
Swiper had no
top four.
shot on here. I'll tell you that right now.
Fuck.
Hey, I'm dying on this hill.
Swiper
Yeah,
had
I'm
no
niece and
shot.
nephew.
Hey, yo, take out Sideshow Bob. Swiper is my new best
Swiper.
pick.
My thing,
Oh,
even if it's just one character, that's just like
Well, we already have
Pure
Mr.
fun and
Krabs on the
enjoyment.
list, just so you know.
No, did we establish Mr. Krabs?
we
I thought
did
he
not
was-
establish that.
I thought
we
he was
didn't
the
say
runner-
he
he was-
takes
he was
it.
in
The
the
only one that
runner.
actually has a
Okay.
solid pick on there is Cartman.
Okay.
And Zahir.
Mhm.
Okay.
We're still just in like big discussion right now, you know?
And Zahir is
Okay,
definitely
then
in contention for
Let
another
me ask
one.
something, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we're picking a childhood pick, quote unquote, or like a child, like a child, a family friendlier pick, I still then where do people like Zahir and Aku come in? Because they're cartoons for kids, you know. They appeal
true.
to an older audience.
How fucked up is
But-
their shit?
I
That's
guess
the
I
button.
guess rather of that, right? I think of something more like, I guess, just lighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something just lighter. Someone that you watch, they annoy you. It's not like they actually like, you know, achieve anything. Team Rocket again.
Swiper, no swiping.
Mhm. But like but you see them, you just kind of like, oh god, these guys.
Or how about the troll from Dora?
This man loves Dora. Bro, what chapter of Dora are you on? Do you see
Which-
the new one with
Dog.
Spooner?
Dog, as a young Latin kid, that
Dora's
was my
soloing
my
Spooner, bro.
What
representation,
Dora
bro.
did to Madara? I mean, how did she get the Rinnegan just out of nowhere? I hope they explain that.
Dog walked.
It was in her
Madara.
backpack, dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
dog.
oh, that backpack is
Her
pretty
bag
lit.
of holding.
Okay, Tenten.
Domain expansion backpack, you know?
Yuiki Tenkai Bakupak.
Domain expansion, Diego's Forest.
But yeah,
Oh,
but I do. But yeah,
there it
I will say,
is.
I do think these lighter kind of shows deserve like some spot, because again, these are cartoons. At the end of the day,
Then
you know,
I'll vote
they
for
are made
Team
for.
Rocket.
I'm down for Team Rocket. I think Team Rocket. If I'll take Team Rocket
Pokemon.
Over Mr. Krabs. Over
I'll take
Krabs.
Team Rocket over Krabs.
Because
I
I'll
would.
take Team
I,
Rocket over
I
Krabs.
kinda-
the
kinda
way I
wanna-
have it
kinda
blocked
wanna
up
put-
right now is like Team Rocket, Mr. Krabs. Who else was left from that area? I think that was it. And then I have Zahir.
No.
I have Grandfather, and I have
The
Aku
thing is,
in
because
like a
what's it called?
different discussion.
Avatar is a bit different. I mean, with like Korra and Avatar. 'Cause I was saying something more lighter. Zahir straight up took the air out of the lungs of the freaking
Yo, that was.
Yeah.
That, if that's not
of the
fucking
Earth
badass,
Kingdom
I don't know
Empress
what
Queen or whatever. Like they were definitely batting for some higher stuff then. Like they're definitely going for like an older audience.
Yeah, 100%.
And again,
That
these
was
are
the-
like the lighter picks. These are people that are like the Team Rocket, that are like freaking Swiper. That are like freaking
Swiper, no swipe.
Tom the cat. You know?
Yeah, I'll go for Team Rocket, honestly.
Because I think something like this needs like some sort of representation.
Some levity, and and that way we get a girl in there. Hashtag Jesse.
Yeah, but I'm down for Team Rocket. Darius,
I,
what do you
I'm
think?
I'm gonna campaign for Team Rocket this whole time.
Yeah.
Over
I say-
Mr.
I
Krabs,
think they're
I
iconic
say
enough.
yeah.
over Mr. Krabs.
I
I'd take
think
him over
didn't,
Mr. Krabs.
and they also just recently retired Team Rocket. Like they've been at them for like almost 10 plus years.
They,
Oh, yeah,
like,
they mad legacy characters.
canonically retired, or like they just don't animate them anymore.
Like Jesse and James and Meowth are no longer in the anime.
But like, did they get a proper ending?
They died,
Yeah,
bruh.
I'm pretty sure.
They died.
No way.
Is that what you want to hear?
No way.
The level 100 Pikachu finally got to them.
Big ass fucking thunder. That shit hit 70% accuracy.
Let
But
me
yeah,
double check.
so
man.
do you guys actually, to end this discussion right now, just put this pillar spot right here. Are we cool with Team Rocket on there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
Sirski.
Yeah, so
Okay.
the Pokemon anime disbands Team Rockets, Jesse and James. Yes.
All right.
Wow.
Quick
So
little Google search.
Cartman, Team Rocket, crazy, right? But we have two more.
I'm satisfied with this list, to be honest. This is like the worst of the worst. I'm done.
Where's Team Rocket? Worst of the worst. I guess they're kidnapping animals.
Yeah,
Bro,
not
in
bad.
the, I know we're talking about in the cartoons, but in the games, bro, they fucking cut off Slowpoke tails and fry them like while they're still as like
Oh yeah, that shit's pretty brutal.
it's fucking brutal, dog.
Yeah, those are the games though. We might get to that eventually. We'll see.
Sounds like Pal World to me.
High key.
I feel
Love
like if we're gonna
Power.
do villains, anyone in Power World is the worst villain in my opinion.
Hmm. Yeah, but we're not talking about Power World.
Yeah.
Let's
Anyways,
keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Eggs, bacon, grits.
Okay, so
sausage.
are we,
It was like a
anyone want to campaign
2010
for anyone
joke.
else? Darius, Aku.
Yeah.
I'll put in Zahir against Aku.
Zahir versus
I think
Aku.
I think the big thing about Aku is that he has legacy, and I'll be honest,
I
the
don't know.
best
Aku got
character
shit
from
done. I don't know.
I don't.
Aku
Hey,
destroyed
Zahir
the
got
world,
shit done
right?
too,
yeah,
dog.
Aku literally.
Zahir got shit done too. You can't say he
Aku
didn't get
literally
shit
got
done.
that shit done. The one person standing in his way, he was like, "I'm just gonna send you
Like
100, 200 years into the
um,
future.
No, okay,
No big deal."
I don't know if you guys have seen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen the like the final season.
Is that
of,
the new one
um,
that they made recently?
Yes.
No, I haven't
Yeah,
seen that one.
highly recommend it. It's really good.
It's really
I'll
good.
try
We're
not
gonna
to
watch
spoil
that.
it too much. But
We're gonna watch it.
Aku, Aku, he gets defeated eventually,
Yeah,
but like
they all do.
still kind of won.
Yeah,
wow.
He took something pretty major from him. So like
damn.
even in death, Aku was still taking from
Jack.
From what I've seen, Jabari, and I've
Mhm,
not seen that last season. I've seen clips, but I've not seen the last season.
mhm.
I,
Please watch it. It's so good.
from my perspective, it's more of he delayed his inevitable defeat. For a century, yes, but he has
He still got
delayed
his
his
shit done
defeat.
over
Well,
a century.
I
He's still
can
got
tell
his
you
shit
this.
done.
I can tell you this,
What is
Daniel.
your definition of getting shit done?
I can
though?
tell you
Because-
this. It's not really a spoiler. It's a little spoiler, but like it's not too big of a spoiler because like when everything is said and done, yes, Aku got defeated, but it kind of just put them in an alternate universe. So he still won, but when Jack finally goes back, it's just like a branch in a timeline. So
Yeah, pretty much.
it still exists
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Okay, I didn't know that. So
Yeah,
but I
Aku
mean,
actually-
either way, I feel like because like you're saying Zahir also does it, like he gets shit done, like the
Zahir,
whole
I'm not taking that away from Zahir. Zahir got his stuff done. Eventually,
Yeah.
he just got defeated.
yeah. I mean, so, I mean, technically speaking, so did Aku. And
No,
it,
but I mean,
and-
from
and
what
Villains are
but
supposed
I'm
to be
saying
defeated.
from what
It's like what
like
they
between.
do.
I'm just saying between like Aku, what Aku got done, in between what Zahir got done. I'd probably take Aku.
what I'm also saying is if we're also putting up the argument that they both took something, if that Aku took something away from Jack, Zahir did the same shit to Korra. Granted, Korra got over her shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Keep
I
in
don't
mind,
think-
the
I
new
don't think Jack's
season,
gonna get over
the
what-
new
what
season
Aku
takes
took.
place 50 years in the future. From the fourth season to the fifth season, it's 50 years. Just so you know how long Jack has been sitting on it. You know,
Jack, I am known as the samurai. Jack. I still think Zahir is better. I mean, granted, I'm trying
Okay,
not.
that's just
I'm
from your
going-
knowledge, you know.
I'm going from off my knowledge, and I feel like I have a little bit of recency bias, but I also feel like you guys have a little nostalgia bias. But
Not at all.
That's also
I watched
Just
I watched
really good.
that recent season last year.
exactly
That's very
recency
recent
bias.
for me.
Okay, still bias, recency bias.
None, I know, but you're saying it's nostalgia stuff. It's no nostalgia.
But
He's
Like
a
this,
really
this is me
villain.
legitimately thinking this.
he's literally the incarnation of evil. His storyline is that when the universe was created, there was just a black mist of evil, and then when the gods tried to defeat it, a piece of it got separated and sent to Earth, and that piece was Aku. He is
are
evil
you
incarnate.
googling this right now, Darius? I see you looking at a screen.
No, I'm just looking at you guys because the camera's up here.
Mhm.
But
Ah.
I mean, I did my research,
No,
just to
yeah.
understand all the lore, memorize all the lore, because it's been a minute since I watched it. But like, he is
Yeah.
I
literally,
mean, it's been a very big minute.
he is.
That's a big reason why I didn't put Aku on my list. But Andrew, what are your thoughts on this?
I'm
Really,
I'm Team Aku.
oh man,
I'm team.
I know
Zahir.
Andrew would be Team Aku too because Jabari's watched it, so he knows what happens. So like, and I know Andrew, so I know he'd be
And
feeling it. Like,
can I make a confession? I haven't seen Korra or fucking Samurai Jack.
Hey, that's crazy.
You know what? The manifestation of actual evil that gods couldn't destroy sounds pretty bad. And you know what? He achieved world domination and ruined the world. So the feats are there. I will just say Zahir is one monstrous, horrifying motherfucker. That dude is a Terminator with elements. Or with air, right? Just air? Motherfucker
Yeah, Zahir,
traumatized
yeah.
the Avatar
Aku
with
won
air.
so
Well,
long.
I just want.
Aku
can I
won
also
for so
just-
long he got bored. He
For
started
real.
prank
Yeah.
calling.
So
He manifested his own therapist and was speaking
No,
to the
literally, he
therapist.
manifested his own therapist, dude. That's how
I
on
just
top
also
this
wanna
guy was.
say-
He was just not challenged.
I just also want to say that Zahir, like Zahir was, when we see Zahir, he's already in a cage before he got
Plus, Korra
airbending.
sucks. I am just to throw that in there.
For real.
Yo, whoa! Hey,
Low-key, though.
if we're gonna argue Legend of Korra,
The
then we can argue
character
Legend
itself. The character itself.
compared to who?
I take Aang
Compared to
any day.
who? And Aang
Compared
any
to-
day.
Boy, my
Until
boy
I see
Ong.
adult Aang, I will still stick with Korra.
Oh, that movie's gonna be fire.
I hope
But
so.
anyways, my point is, Zahir was so bad that they had to cage him up without any powers. And then once he got powers, he was the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst, dog. He upgraded to being even more evil.
Aku was
So-
literally born evil.
Okay, fucking fine.
He
That was
is
my,
evil.
That was my Hail Mary. You know what? Kiss my ass. Fine, you win.
You know what?
You win.
I think
Is that what you want to hear?
Okay,
You win.
If we're going off trauma, I think Aku probably traumatized Jack more than Zahir. And
Not only
Korra.
traumatized Jack, traumatized the entire world, the entire
Yeah.
plane
Again.
of existence.
Again, you guys, of course, you guys haven't seen it or anything like that. But what's it called? Even in Jack's victory, Aku said, "Nah, I can't let you be completely happy." You know,
Does he
I
kill
won't
his
say
bad bitch?
anything, but I'm just saying.
That would get me sad.
All right, now, all right.
Aku,
all right,
Aku got his got it back in blood. I'll say that.
I can see.
I could say something that Andrew would understand and Daniel wouldn't understand.
Tell me.
Well,
wait,
say
I'm
it
so
anyways.
curious.
Because he definitely had Jack feeling like Simone for a minute, not gonna lie.
Oh no, bruh. Oh,
Like-
Like, you
no.
can see, he understands now. He understands.
All right,
Wait,
Aku
in the
wins. Aku wins.
See, I told you I knew it.
All right,
In
yeah.
what sense?
Don't worry about it.
In
We
the
can't
sense
say
Any of
that
the anime?
Because you haven't seen it. You haven't seen either
you
of
haven't
them
seen
yet.
it, so you don't know.
You know why?
You should have been
The
Unrelated.
movies or the anime?
Grin?
Sorry.
Don't
The
answer that
movies or
question.
the anime?
Don't even answer that question, you guys. He needs to go watch it.
Yeah, bro, you should have
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah, go watch that fucking show movie.
Go watch the
Gurren
shows and then
Lagann.
watch the movie
But
after.
I'm
Good
very
movies.
content having Aku on here. Very
Yeah.
content.
Fine.
Mhm.
All right, so
No?
we've got.
We have one spot left. We have Cartman. We got Team Rocket. We have Aku. We have one left.
Ooh.
Who else
What
do we
do-
have
what-
to shoot off in defense?
Let's just put a joke character in there. Let's just put
Let's
a
see,
Doodle
I
Bob
still
and
have
call it.
grandfather.
You really
left.
want Doodle Bob on here, bro?
You want Doodle
Doodle
Bob?
Bob. It's so funny, bro. Nah, fuck it. Let's put Swiper.
Hey, get out of here.
you
Our
guys
joke
have-
character is
But
Team
yeah.
Rocket.
Do you guys have anyone else left on your list?
Bruh.
I have Wile E.
We
Coyote.
still have
Coyote.
we still have Joker
I-
hanging around, and we have Stinkmeaner on mine.
Joker, Stinkmeaner.
No.
I still have grandfather left.
I have Bluto on my list. from
I don't know
Popeye.
enough. I don't know enough about Grandfather. I'll be real.
Grandfather's
only
cool.
I'd rather.
He's
But-
literally the
I'm
I
gonna
think
say-
Father was a better pick, to be honest.
Nah. If we're gonna go, Joker has to be like at least the person to beat right now. The Joker is
I'd
Batman's
say.
main villain. The Joker is one of the most notorious, recognizable villains in all of fiction. He's definitely got to be up here in some degree.
So I'm
Remember
gonna put Wile E.
Andrew.
Coyote.
Andrew. Remember.
He beats
Andrew.
Darkseid as in like popularity. Yeah.
Remember. This is specifically the animated series.
Well, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but
Was
Specifically-
Joker not
It's
in
hard,
Batman?
but it's hard to make
and
that,
Superman
it's
just-
hard to
Andrew-
separate.
Andrew
It's
has
the
a good
same
point, though.
universe as Justice League Unlimited.
Oh, yeah, you're 100%
That's the-
right. You're
Yeah,
right.
dude,
This
Mark
thing spans.
Hamill's
Yeah,
Joker?
Joker's got things done.
Yeah, man. Mark Hamill Joker? Yeah, man. I mean, right?
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
got
You know
done.
Yeah.
I didn't even
You know
think
what?
about like, 'cause I was thinking like just anime series Batman Beyond,
But it's
and
him.
I was just leaving it there. But nah,
But it's him, dude.
Joker
got
Like,
around.
That's
Joker
the
got
same
around.
Batman
I'll be
that
honest.
fumbled Wonder Woman and everything.
Tough.
Guys,
If you fumble
I'll
Wonder
be-
Woman, bro, kill yourself.
Beyond tough.
Don't make no other
Beyond
Batman.
Shoot,
Give
it's-
up.
I'd say it's between Joker and Stinkmeaner at this point.
Nah, I think Joker wins, dog. I think Joker wins.
I mean,
Well,
okay, for a,
Yeah,
even
I'm
though
sorry, I
Joker's
don't
my
know no
pick, but
Stinkmeater.
for a case for Stinkmeaner. Now we definitely talked about Aku being like evil incarnate. Cartman as well. Stinkmeaner in his own verse is pure evil. Like there is no redeemable quality about Stinkmeaner.
He's a man
there.
born as the devil. He's
Literally, he is there to be the worst person humanly possible.
I think. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing.
Also
Whatever
mention
you can
again,
say
the devil
about
kicked him out of hell. So
whatever you can say about Stinkmeaner, I think Cartman's done and worse, dog. Like I think just Cartman completely
I know for
outclasses
no,
him.
no. Again. There's a reason Cartman got on here without any like
without
Without
any
an argument.
Yeah,
repercussions.
he walked
I
on,
think-
bro.
I think that's the big thing about Stinkmeaner. Like imagine, and Cartman's in the 4th grade. Imagine when he's Stinkmeaner's age, dog.
Bro, you should have seen during the COVID episodes when he got older, he turned Jewish.
I remember that.
He came full circle.
My God.
But what I was gonna say though, I think the only thing that could really contest with Joker is if we open it up to like actual old school legacy characters like Dick Dastardly, like Wile E. Coyote, like Tom, like Yosemite Sam.
And none of us are 60 years old, so we're not gonna pick those people up.
I was just
You're
about
saying
to
you're fucking Looney Tunes growing the fuck up?
That's
Only
great.
thing I
whoa.
really fight for is Tom. I watch Tom and Jerry. Looney Tunes in general? Not
Tom,
really.
You know what?
Why you've never?
Tom is good competition for Joker. That being said, my vote is Joker.
When I think about Looney Tunes, bro, I think
Danny.
about the Cartoon Network show. That is what I think about when I think of.
Wow.
What's it called? The Looney
Like-
Tunes show, right?
But like, I understand
I
that
love the
that's
Looney Tunes
not
show.
like Looney Tunes, but
Wow.
when I think of Looney Tunes, I think of Lola Bunny stupid behind driving a car crashing. Like,
That shit is so fun. She's so funny.
It's so good.
She's so
But
funny.
Daniel, I'll be straight up with you, right? I'll be straight up with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would watch Bugs Bunny, the old cartoons and stuff like that. I'd watch
Yeah.
them, and in my mind, I'm thinking two things. I'm thinking one, I'd rather be watching Tom and Jerry right now. And two, and two, I'd rather be watching Popeye. If I'm gonna be watching something
Then
like
let's-
from
I
the
said
old days.
Bluto. I said Bluto. Bluto's up in this bitch, bro. Bluto.
I'm not,
top
dog,
tier.
I'm not, dog. If we're talking, if this was a whole like power scaling main character thing, Popeye was getting on there without a second thought for me. But Bluto's
But
there to be a
can he
jobber.
beat Goku?
Bluto, he definitely can. Just give him a can of spinach. He's set.
Yes, he can.
So-
I'm not arguing that, bro.
Well-
Popeye over Goku any day.
Yeah, but well, come on. Even if we put Bluto in contention here, Bluto versus Joker.
Ooh,
Tough.
I will say. Thinking about it. No, I mean, look. Thinking about it, here's what I'm gonna say. Thinking about it, I was just saying that if any characters, in my opinion, that could stand up against Joker in terms of what it is like an old school legacy character
I
like
get
that.
you.
But if we're gonna compare Bluto to the Joker, where Bluto's worst thing is sexual harassment and assault, Joker's got that down and
my
then
God.
some. So Joker
Oh my
wins.
God.
So, like, if we're really going crime against crime, then Joker wins. But that's my only argument. I put out a
I'm pretty
list
sure he
of
pushed Harley Quinn off of a building because she showed affection.
Yeah.
So-
I bro, don't you want to rev your Harley? Shut the fuck.
tough.
And then Bluto's over here, smacking the shit out of Olive Oil, but it's the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wasn't a villain.
I don't know why that's so funny.
So
he
he
doesn't
wasn't a
count. He can't
villain.
even get on the
It's-
list. I'm so confused, guys. Can you explain
It's
that one to me?
horrible. but
If
that's
anything, he was just a 40s anti-hero.
Yeah. You don't
Times
think
have
he's
changed.
relatable, guys?
But okay, if we're looking at it
fucking
at that
dead.
point, is the Joker a bad guy in the 40s?
Joker is first of all a worse boyfriend husband.
Joker's a terrorist.
I mean, he was
Daniel.
definitely like an actual
he's a
criminal.
terrorist and a
He was
serial
definitely an Arkham
torturer.
Asylum.
Okay, I'll stop. Just as I'm gonna save you, Jabbar. These are not our opinions. These are just jokes, ladies and gentlemen. Please.
Thank you. I was about to say that.
I'm fucking-
these sayings do not reflect our feelings or opinions, but Joker wins. I can't think of anybody.
We
We
worse than
love
Joker.
bringing the Discord chat to you. Audibly.
Come next time. We play
Host?
4chan.
Host, how about you count us off with our 4 picks?
All right. So our 4 picks, just straight up, no more arguments, right?
Yeah, no, I'm
Dang.
done.
Confident.
I
Okay,
got
our
nothing
4
else. I got
picks?
nothing in the tank.
Our 4 picks in order. We have Cartman from South Park. No arguments at all. We
Not
have
done.
Team Rocket.
Let's
which-
go.
Team Rocket all encapsulates Jesse, James, and Meowth.
Now that's a name.
That's
Then
right.
didn't say that's right. Then okay, there we go. There we go. I was
What
waiting
do you
for it.
mean, bro? You saw you hey on my screen it came out like that. So
Gotcha,
so
gotcha.
you got some lag going on over there,
See,
but
they
or
say-
you gonna fix that in
They say
editing.
that's right in some. They say that's the name in others. I remember that's the name.
Well, I know that's right. That I know
I
that's
got it
right.
wrong
fine.
completely, so make sure to mute me in post.
So,
It's okay, guys. It's
but
okay.
yeah,
I'm the real
Cartman,
Pokemon fan.
Cartman,
I'm a Diamond and Pearl
Team
fan,
Rocket.
I'm sorry.
We have Aku from Samurai Jack, and we have the Joker from the Batman animated
I think-
series.
Whatever. I got no arguments in the tank.
That's right, because we're right, and no one can contest our arguments. Don't even bother leaving a comment. Just kidding. Leave
No,
us
leave
a
comments.
No,
I want to.
no,
I want to
please.
see why. I
Leave
want
a-
to.
leave
I
a
want to
comment,
go in
tell
the
us why
comments
we're
and argue
wrong.
why you're wrong.
And also tell us your own, 4 pillars.
For real, we love you guys.
Honestly, I'm very satisfied with our 4 pillars.
I am.
Would,
Yeah, I
would,
want-
would Mr. Spacely get on the list
Who?
from the Jetsons? I'll take that as a no. Never mind.
Like a jet,
I don't know.
like
I
a
don't
jet
do
done
that.
flew over my head, bro. Oh,
Damn.
no clue.
Damn.
I want to see somebody in the
Pretty
comments
sure the Jetsons
argue
is the
someone over
past
Cartman.
now. Also,
because no one's worse
Wait,
than Cartman.
Darius, what'd you say?
I want somebody in the comments to try to put down their 4 pillars and tell us why one of them's worse than Cartman. Good luck with that.
Hey yo, dog. I can't think of anybody.
Again,
else.
if anime was open to this, Griffith.
Oh,
I would've
well,
probably
yeah,
thrown him in
easily.
there.
oh
Hands
my
down.
god.
But,
Yeah, I mean Griffith. You know what Griffith said? If you choose to trust me, that's your fault, bruh. What?
Actually,
What kind of
wait,
maniac
hold up.
says that shit?
Hold
right,
up.
right out of the fucking way
Um,
handbook.
If you enjoyed this episode and you enjoyed our previous episode, if you enjoyed this episode and you enjoyed our previous episode, let us know if you want us to do anime villains next. Because that was one thing we were definitely dancing around, and I'm very open
What
to
do-
that.
we did anime MCs right last
Yeah,
night.
anime MCs.
Yeah.
You didn't do
Yeah.
villains.
Hey, Goku, that fight for Goku was
Something
was
else.
legendary.
Very nasty, very nasty. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen for one of you guys to click on if you're on Spotify.
If
Just go.
if
find
you
it.
guys want to see
Or
us
those.
rank Pokemon, let us know.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
Like rank Pokemon
Um,
or like the games, like the anime.
Oh, let's rank the games. Jabari, that's an idea. Write it down. Write it down.
Daniel and
What,
Andrew solo
what am I gonna do?
episode.
What am I gonna do the entire thing? Just sit there and twiddle my thumbs?
Yeah, bro. The people want Pokemon.
I think I beat like
For
I think I beat like
sure.
2 of them, and that's about it. No, technically I beat 3. I only beat freaking Yellow. I beat Alpha Sapphire, and I beat freaking Pokken Tournament. So like,
Pokemon.
So how about
exactly.
how about Andrew Darius and I argue, or like, and then you just make the final decision on what from like as unbiased as possible.
It's like telling a blind man which one's the best color. Like, what are you talking about? Either or. Thank you for listening. Again, put in the comments your 4 pillars. Tell us what you think about ours. And without further said, get your money up.
Not your funny up.
There we go. There we go.
Dang.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, it's Andrew.
And Danny.
Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. Be sure to follow us on Spotify at What It Do with Jabari Henry.
And you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at What It Do Pod. And if you don't, you fucking suck.
That's facts.